questions from left, right, center, everyone. And Obi Obisa Sembia no sutum sa semono so ya sema Ghana for akoma so. And you know, His Excellency the former president and so trance question after question yin sembisa ni nyina ano. Yen share some of the issues that came up. We know especially his promise to set up a commission to investigate looting of gas state and then Afei Nsem akaka ho no so what they will be picking them one after the other, but yeah, share general overview. Alaji.
Well, CJ near kano ma memfa okonya so na memfa na ase kese e ma utwade aponyankopon na the same na ase no so enkoma sabe papa otenate dwene hunu se obeye station na so be wo adwene bi obetim de abo aga na obema kwan na obetimi abetra ase no akenkan na amanfo atie me fin se ayade bia ani so obi wo wan ko nya ni sika no de be kwa akochata play so de ko hwebo no ape oba ni to so atena play no normal e wo soro but o decide say no I was say ebanisa na answer na mekoso no ma memfa min congratulate enkwada omokwa akotro BC anopo hwa ombe phrase about this time on kuna boy there
yeah
amanfo tisi form
yeah
o twra no so wapoba yenyina kai ane
and all multi so
o multi so David on saba kai say utwa sa na no ahwe na say tifa baby a u betro no nsilasa nti yenche o munyina over 560,000 enkwada o mo twro na why ke phone so ya da o ma say even at a time abandi o mo kana o munye ntue sika no kura nwie ya no enam odo a why ke forward ma yenkwada no nti o mo apne so anso we e koso nka be o mbeka say mo de ka over 85 million na mama 55 wa 30 na aka no mo fa mai but o mo ye intebeda why ke phone nyina ase invigilators me ba no na me tie interview no aye tofo enya nkoda invigilator bo no ko gina koda isu ugina bi so a kwa ni yamba sisi no ba popo wo de wonam mo make sure say o mo nsisi obi foreign materials ma nti yeba chia o mo nyina na ya we show them all the best of luck. Now CJ ended that was a great day, to be frank with you. Obia no betimi aka say oh ansana JD me baba no was shaida bisa nkrofo I prepare question ma omo say mo ba mo misame because one so na obi oh na me chan obi wa ansana obe press conference no otimi nya nkrofo wom na manfo come questions so oba bi say na ya prepare woni ni be prepare question no kura ansana waba but JDM for you and that so wo hwe questions say ba left right center na oto no bo ochro to say ono so why no when run why no ho BC candidate e bia ni Apple alande unun say omo kanyina na JDM ochro into a fun one after the other no answer minia anya me nwanwa say okase wie no so far mo bisa omo nyina near one score no cry was 85%. Near one score no ho cry there. Kobe scored 90%.
Yeah.
But be 95. Na enu achi no me din na asie ma mo no. E ma JDM no. I was say me din na asie ma mu amokotena ho no. The pressman me score pressman enra over 80%. Because to me say questions now mo bisa no eh questions are e fa Ghana ho. Questions are here na Ghana fo nyina da o makoma so say nko mo nso nyansa kwanyo na nko mbebisa e bia ni say wo say me ba na me te o zinka question we bisa nyina ni say e de mpa no betimi abeya e betimi asesa na Ghana fo ahukire wo mi so abrase na CJ say utie nra pa dia questions are press for no bisa ye nyina o boni tofa e ko see the same question and ka ko bisa no because obi bisa question we problem e obenya dan wa solve unemployment we dan why say yes u eketasi shebi wa obenya dan we ye frim how many now the work kwa ministries wa senebe kwambe na be fa so obeti e ka no so na Ghana for ni nyina ayade a ebema Ghana for aho atono so otimi ya enti CJ anu achi no na papa bi me wie no say was it the manner in which JDM talked and answered questions today? It is as if Baumia didn't attend school. Okay, and Mbisa said, my friend, Mbisa said, no, was allergy. She the way a papa in your botre. Statistics say when you trim data, people were amazed. Hey, and the JDM, and okay, every detail. And I win him. One can say is the beginning and the end. Baby, or no, a from Obodi. Baby, because he was talking as an NDC candidate, a party NDC. And to the phrase, baby, wasn't here why anyhow. Wakamo Bia to say, me, my bandy, baby, a yakuako dui. Se ufi se sikana ubabepe, kitasi she, and answer the show of himself the oba. Amaya Japadia na obabe any minute at sign. Because me makwane obia weba be she mi JDM ase akase mi ba be ye adwuma dia sum Ghana for die ene ya ye dede ye ready say honey die nya dia memo akọ because me hwempo a ene obekọ ane wo se ansem bi bibre kọ so wo di kọ kan ansase so oba obe set up a commission mebo a na omanhwehwe CJ no credit eye ba ko pe obi na kan sese no kresha o ma me ho na wo ko na kokofa na wonye na de a e wo se court edokosi court CJ ye nyina amfa ne se whether we like it or not se wo ye president ana wo ye party na se e Ghana fontum mpuntujuma wo mo ho be ha wo be ko manim ana wo ya anka je ye nyina utumu sade ba ko pe sani ebe ya Ghana adwuma beba aname boa so adwuma ba na obi anya adwuma ya mpuntu adwuma ebeba se adwuma ba na obi anya adwuma ya krono ebe kofom se adwuma ye na nkwada anya adwuma ya sabi adwuma mo kakraka ya abai interview nkwada ni bia me gina na me free me call a bit late na me ya bedru kwa benya curve no so atani ateki me junction I be sport be that was around 9:30 mbetwam na traffic krabi kan ye se gina na so nkwada ni dimirika ba anam say asembeni nana no say da nkwada nkete na adwuma mu ye no nam say what nam say na gina o gina ye na nkwada miensa dimirika ba meka no CJ in fact I must be very very thankful beautiful girls nkwada nketwo me bisa kwara say when you how many years was it 21 when you how many years was it 21 mfie aduonu baako nso e was o manya mfie dunkro baako nso e manya mfie aduonu nkwada miensa beautiful young ladies wo nyina di milika bam kaw na me say e de adwuma na mo ye da o mo frame da ya nya sa ya mtimi ko bokro no enya adwuma nye we say we wie nese neso we be nursing no nya adwuma ye nam sinti wei mo ba be yesa adwuma wei anajo no se da na se ne we no ayesene se be kwa akobọ kro no ne ya che yen CJ me were hoda no na me wo 1200 we be so mo say enti sei na mo benya anadwi ba ko ka chem say we lucky a obenya ebia 300 ba ko so on there ebia 3 obi so obetimi anya 500 depending upon a mema to do a obetimi a service omo me dwere ku because me na ma hwe me ba makae me ba say oh awrade aden because parent ni bi na parent ni bi kwati mi pam wo mo ma na odi nkrofo kopa bia ba mi adi no wo da so ti fie yeden CJ oh I don't think say your child and our bushani ba man kwamai so I took omo me answer 600 na me chama mo say 2 me pam chow mon coffee and we can tell me some na so mon coffee wo dia ma mo da wase ba mon coffee because nyama ohia na doso CJ nyama ka mana ko si nyina ne say ahokyera ba ano nkyere sesa ahokyere ba na sabi kodi bone but this is the life for omwom ene ye ne den sa akoba se enkom benya adwuma ya anadwu a 24-hour economy ubenya bibi say duane mpo na obeno because you say economic activity a boom around the 24 hours no e bi kro betimi anya ba bia hye na nka obeye because nkwada ni na ka chem say omo mpeso ombeye ba bi say o mi suro kra o say me fa yare o say koduru ba bia ba ma bi wo ho no oba wotimi ka say we seed wonya was say seed nti dia meko. Can you believe it? Was who dey here fanisa I am telling you o say ba ma bi wo ho a o ka cho say no mpe seed dia ene meko. Guess na to see these people ubos wo bia what the bag kitwa sen kom na ekura no see this enegum o se be ma bitimi ka chance one day ompe nti okọ onu so here sika no wo ebi kura wo a wo amfa CD na o mutimi di charge ne kakra kan 50 kan nam se na wo ye we na china wa yare wa wu a wo se da nyame na hwe yen nam se nyame ka se ko yedwuma we eya yiroko enti no se wonya wo bia o dwene around akase look say de bia ye the same thing na yentimi nchange enti yansesam na yenhwe se betimi a 24 hours 8 hours 8 hours 8 hours first na manfo na mana 24 hours no hwana okoto ama omo CJ betina we say yanam ka che say can demand Ghana demand ne wo ho rice o ka kire o billions were you use the import to Niamaya de Bagana $3 billion. Out of that, no, emudu doyan kuko, amu, oil, asichire, tin tomatoes, gari import this time. You started import to gari from China gari, aya package. One be fabanch no, I share the way si dia banch. I could hear the gari diba. Identi, any entiminye. Identi na ose din kuko funuba. And this obeka cho say. So long we say demand no demand ni wa o krabani anto a o krabium demand no dia enie yenhwe kwanya de ba faso a ye betimi raise production minua sa wo hwe de wo sika say about social intervention mi ankasa makama bre oni MPP ni bi ko hia especially baomia anru na things about baomia o transfer ba hu say da bi ensuo mu wo ho na ensuo mu nso wo ho wonu abetena se adwene hu se da bi papa no nyamiti pana no mintimi ne nkonkota because yesterday he had the opportunity but me akwa was me were policies 30 or 20 or say police and obi say policy ni say who policy ahinji on obi ni policy do you call that a policy? For example, get fund masa get fund when did get fund buy common fund when did common fund buy Esla, one of the Esla buy. Yeah, the Esla buy because petrol board thing yentiminto impact on the public. And you know, yampe electricity board thing yentimi and to ensure board thing yentimi a cabida wa a canaya cranko. And in yampe quan cred before so it be yisaka and a free war. Send a bear Ghana for Yahoo abeton doria kakra near the Esla buy. Energy sector levy say sasika no yemfam free enyim free anche na NDC koye MPP buy 1 year unim sika omunya 10 billion to 12 billion sasika na we yes yemfa enkonko tuasa aka no eye tax de buy masa adenti ni yemfa ntuaka no na still dum so banda nenya bibia because capacity no NDC aye installed capacity aye 5,387 megawatts. Demand period aye demand ne so aye 3,800 and there is a difference of about 1,005 and no and so we change from one station to another with the bum and now we don't have that problem again. Your problem is when you financial gas I'll say it lead crude oil I'll say it and I am say ska we say nkiamfanye say CJ CJ ntimidisi say minua kumaba nti CJ say wo hwe enida na the way John Dramani Mahama nsem ana amanfo okeka wo hwe the way answer sa plane ya say nkra mo France UK you know Airbus masa it's surprising no be that so nam Airbus corruption obi crossing Ford wa we are the so tie na se mi ba ma wo bribe wa na me dia mama joy mo panyin no saji we na fa kokoma CJ bribe na wo je ya no panyin ji ya no no dia ba to pool mu ha joy multimedia for mu pool mu so obi ko ba bia no fa de ko na wo da so gina ha oka about simply because wo ya ma abeyi also oba na me DC lands me di hu ya Medina me protected a lot of lands including the Mahia dairy farms and Kroma Beja 800 acres of land ayenya nantwie and two person to nantwie na omo breed okwa no mayi oba ne be mama correct breed a wo di kwa yare nka omo land no eye amrahia between Otinibi amrahia atutamai entem ho anana mi jimi yogurt fresh yogurt every day bia mikoto masa okwa marvelous and ne ye just as if from Kromata Mbekane MPP baye wo ma tom half anu kwa de ba me na leadi me na me ka kire o
me but say there's no evidence
masa me no it was in Nyadia na ACO no they published it was everywhere it was everywhere me o mo ka kire me pebia they will say something but I'm saying I'm not prepared. I fought for that land so that we can reserve it for the purpose and Kroma de Baye. The MPP, oh, person, because say, look, MPP are buying, and Omutonye. If that one is okay for you, now says MPP are buying a tonya. Why a betty miyako or the government, state land, so on tongue, Senyako for Rana Burmia, Senya presidency. I can do it presidency if you want it that way. Check, and nation sasi. To the point is Achimota Forest. Unia.
Alaji Sifre Mami.
And you're willing, and you know, and Kansas in Ankafona and Farm Maya say, Yam Farm Beton and Maya Huni home. Niam Fansia dine no more bre. And this assassin said, the mad government. Not a government in himself, Butanti and Kamandia assassin, and mean to me, ya. And then I was a me, okay. I was a Sako.
But that's it.
And the Pamano Chano, or so a bar. One cousin says, one more di koti ba ye kwa fire the assassin. Or best set it up a commission. No man should shame. So I did not fire and one final kwanswa. I was said a sako. But that's simple and sweet. But that's it.
Alaji Amadu Sorogola. This one is from Elvis Kwejopuku. Also, this man is telling us that 8 years ago there were no ladies practicing prostitution in Ghana. Even in advanced countries they operate. Use examples that do not raise other questions. Elvis Kwejo Opoku Nedia or the about Facebook. No.
Because missing Kwada 2021 and I gave reason.
Yeah.
And to announce ninya kitu abamana koya. Simply because one team in India on Kasancha Ghana for.
But
I've never said there's no prostitution. I've never said that.
But what he's also trying to say is maybe you made it look as if say as a abayi
back. Say
no.
So why? No, why should somebody impute that? Because man can say MPP in Kamunkwa. Messenia meba mahuni. Na me feel say nye. Say MPP, say NDC, me say nye.
Okay.
How can you come with this?
Lawyer Andrew appear down kwa. Lawyer so do when see me pa o. Yeah, that no me share no. Yeah, solid.
Oh, yes, say. O can as it is. Keep it up.
Like I say you have
the past the past 2 weeks no mean some slight emergencies be.
Okay.
Me na Ephraim. Internet chese me ko Kumase. Internet mo Kumase ja. Ena mo Kumase anything I say last week in me
okay.
And some of them see mu.
Oh, okay.
Come me know there 17 family. It's with me some family to allergy now. Oh.
You see they when but lawyer and I'm just say unya bread etie former president Mahama ni media engagement no.
Kakra.
Okay.
Kakra. In fact, the portion I talk about la for instance issue and at least I think they're exciting because the friends Ghana lawyer need here could be as soon as since and last also because of maybe the strategic maybe our more instance in one you know friends saying government come government go we wanna we come to me say now we you know I think say it was a matter of interest to me now I think say James Oba committee to investigate those that exactly now you see me before say about instance issues now most of your presidents no me failure one of the issues I me feel say am I in partisanship because when you're in partisanship now I quite say issue no I call how to put it when you're I quite say instead of dealing with the issue no now you
issue na lose the relevance
and now you who you say now you say that it doesn't solve the problem now the time me say I'm disappointed because sure one say you public lands so public lands your lands are buying using the power of eminent domain our constitution waje your procedure ODJ public lands things are not allowed you can make it allude to say if the purpose in ODJ and your normal the right exactly to your public lands and I war two lands
family
and your family lands now share okay a friend saying your constitutional is a counting if you get lands commission say lands commission for any day and the administration of South two lands for your administration of two lands impo and now president Ankasa so vested with all the public lands
on behalf
of the people of Ghana.
Yeah.
So president no you vested with all public lands inti data make us say for me you know a failure of presence from since President Rawlings to Nana Akufo-Addo because for strange reasons last night I vested Abem no I can't understand the entire Abem eba ne home crofo no more or less no they practically share the lands amongst themselves also offer la land na say la dey think is two land beboa
yeah
offer la lands na say lands commission for na so public lands o ko share the ekoso beach front na to the extent say Peshi Lagoon because the last time we bought Anababa so friends
Titus yeah
we say so take us we say there yen nya be supporting no o ko share page na sadimpo o ma reclaim o mo de anua afele mangrovi and o amafo ato ebe sit down you say natural call la boom aside on ma incredible but then the question is your lands commission first of all your president your lands commission your minister for lands and natural resources is it a case of munye juma na oh Tisa Jomama say obesity committee the biggest problem and I think the same problem is being faced by Bamia the fact that Ubedi president that for 4.5 years 4 years 6 months Ubedi president no what was your attitude towards our public lands so any issue an issue of credibility and the same issue no and put it times 3 that was his excellency Dr. Mahmoud Bamiaso Ubeye president what was your attitude towards harvested lands one both the public lands and then lands commission on our point here Mr. One point to set up the commission no? What was their attitude towards SARS 2 lands issue? for me, any concern, you understand. But in principle, there, we set up committee. No matter what, that's what we saw find solution. Nanka, any bad. But there again, no credibility issue. And over sad 24-hour economy, lack of job creation, things are maybe opinion went on and on and on and on and on. And the way I can say, ultimately, economy are running around the clock and can you bad. The idea in your bad. Now the issue is, dear policies and now all the best show, a master 24-hour economy. No, I think that's where we should center your discussions. Now you bisa all the candidates and said their plans because one, there's no way you can get that kind of economy in a system where interest rate and now 29%. Impossible. Impossible to run such a system where interest rate now 29%. It is impossible to run such a system one will inflation rate and now number 26%, 50 something, and that's any single digit. Impossible. Impossible to run such a system with your forex regime. Impossible. Impossible where a run system buy there's no institutional support, proper institutional support to small and medium scale enterprises. For some reason, catch Ghana for say, Mumma money and great transformational plan. Because great transformational plan, it goes beyond that lofty promise, to also give you policies and interventions are Honorable Alan John Kojo put in place to ensure say at least the one economy is stable, in your economy a grow, in your economy are resilient, and as what we then your economy can be able to create prosperity. I just say war plan. I just say war plan. A plan first of all to tackle macroeconomics. Really hope na buy what to me pa. Because young guys say about economy now, we define the economy to be the state of a nation in terms of its production and consumption of goods and services and the supply of money. Then the questions are by role playing one fiscal policy. How are Orizika, how are spending sika? Or you can say how Orizika includes sometimes incentives are includes subsidies are any monetary policy, which clearly a Bank of Ghana, but who now appointed Bank of Ghana governor into my direction as to how they go with their monetary policy. How can we abandon when you start to create the right environment now, a bit boosting both production and consumption? Yeah. For me, I think I want to say center conversations into over to say friends SME sincere offer policies program proposes Ghana for so when you are when we are akan GT when we are akan when you time I could true into share 1.8 is the increased financing for small and medium scale enterprises until we are buying or power fiscal and monetary policy ubetimi a policy be say banks every year mun dedicate 10% of your profit after tax and farmer collateral free facilities to SMEs I buy with my reduce some more risks but what I buy we institute what we call a loan guarantee scheme ubetimi what I buy with you to me in the creation of courts specialized courts on the way and say about inflation and friends any forex issues so what by no better you power because see inflationary policy Bank of Ghana operating on the premise say inflation control is because amount for can be on bottom but you say and because can be bottom it is our policy of inflation control no more two is interest rates more because then basic accounts increase interest rate and reduce productivity What I say? Into inflation because there are too many friends saying it's because you just have a brain there be. So me feel say these elections am I no like regular normal elections no we allow a man for to just come and give lofty promises like I'm saying about say our economy running 24 hours our economy amount for a producer amount for spending around the clock I think that should be the ideal for BR. So that one day nobody can have an issue with it. Where we should center a discussion here, policies are towards making it implementation everything.
Yeah.
Because I can tell you, say, I'm from top 4. Your great transformation plan. Say, a year, it
comes into 24.
Exactly. Over economy, production is across is around the clock, and consumption is around at the clock.
Yeah.
This election see. You better go beyond a friend say more fast a kind of politics no. It was Mboa. I'm speaking. Oh no, you is Mboa. You child me Christian I mean na you dia sound. Now you situating a war. In fact, I can make say the easiest thing to do in politics is to criticize. That's the easiest job.
Yeah.
It's so easy to criticize. Because over the past, politics over the past 8 years, 9 elections. I want to say, based on or more criticizing the most. Now you center your politics around solutions, or interventions or because you name Ghana your problems here. 2015 you call IMF. You call IMF no. It was about the same problems, debt sustainability issues.
Yeah.
A friend saying the fact that you over bloated public service, and the same issues are with the current IMF here, except that this time in dealing with your debt sustainability issues, you take a step here. I must say, the economy also losing credibility. They don't want to just say. Now, my politics in solution base. You can't form business because you interrogate politicians. On the cow me ba me 24 hours economy ya interrogate policy no ya say ya ba ya GTP no e be create jobs and prosperity for all mo interrogate ya mamo friends saying a fantastic great transformation plan policy book mo interrogate ya interested in sir we say no ya interrogate because at the end of the day be some me before say your last chance saloon before say Ghana your last chance saloon I'm telling you. What I say? Me feel say the golden age of politician. I'm telling you, it was our politics of politicians with so much power because of the Iranian system.
Yeah,
you need private sector. Into when private sector into mean generative contract simple. Into me too is Uber you just say politician be everyone saying I you are dumb no abroad some contracts be. But you don't run the country that way. And I see our community in the facts is here no public sector fund because it's our shop because you build the private sector no I buy into me enough money it's cut from taxation. A problem your tax to GDP ratio around 13%. Over your average has around 18% lower. 2 into the bianaki depending on capital markets and everything. See I know you to me capital market. So there's no here leader or credibility to attract private equity capital. Here such a leader. See, 2. Some say, friends saying, "Can go to buying bonds?" Means I won't talk. You won't buy it because I'm so losing credibility.
Yeah.
So, really, to say there is a radical reset of politics or chromacy. It is if someone for full say, "Oh, I'm petum because some sikibia on things as usual." I'm telling you, say, it's our golden age of politicians. It came. So right now you're doing paper, so I just say you're creative. It's for me, Ghana for because for me, say you need the biggest issue. You need the biggest issue. You have the right considerations. Say you did to me, and we can know that by our interrogation, proper interrogation of promises, and manifestos no ye interrogate mu ye na yen kai say ye to manipa nya party because article 58 of your constitution says the executive power and na president and obey world shall be vested in the president to nipa intitin yen sanction pa misu yen hwe ne ban yen interrogate them ye in their private lives because me one biggest issue I'm involved in Nanado a fundamental lack of commitment. Fundamental lack of commitment. Also share most of the issues that and yeah, untimi can say free SHS and yeah papa. Untimi can say 1D1F and yeah good policy. If you about energy issue, almost say energy sector recovery program. And the beautiful plans by issues are yeah because policies not there to turn and NSMT say Tutafoni came. Say a buying and playing new part in for instance automobile reason. Because why a policy? Why a policy? Say mum set up assembly plants. Boba member will subsidy. Member will say now so more subsidy now. That's now say we what that done. And I'm saying say and yes because of a fundamental lack of commitment on the part of politicians. What I say? But the first decision is the decision of the people of Ghana. Into say you could make decisions now. Yeah, interrogate your musumpo. And that responsibility it lies on us. So thinking now you was say as if you are doing the person a favor. No, you are not doing the person a favor. You are not doing the person a favor. Who make a decision also this a lot of power action in sim.
Okay.
Oh, let us say. So yes, a lot of time Mama can Saturday no or Sunday no. There are things that you cannot argue with him on principle. What the 24-hour economy say no. Unless Uhanga sa unit for fan say 24-hour economy enye want an economy running around the clock. But the issue is interrogating policies. Interrogating obia policy. Mo say the great transformational plan. Ya chema how you be creative jobs. Yes, when Pakrona also be no ni 40 pa be ni 2 mi wo a job creation. Why you know all his life.
Okay.
The name what to say.
Yeah.
Why you with Empretech? Why you with Enterprise Africa? Why you with under President for time? With the PSIs no. Why you put under very difficult circumstances because one if you can say man the money 400 million Ghana cedis pay. But you who say send it for MPP for call campaign and Bamako campaign the biggest idea of this picture. 1D1F. Into no matter also be no. No matter of what track record.
Okay.
No matter Ghana for yen talent, yen tumano, na yen transform your economy no. Yen transform your economy. It is me man who is in them. Make a check Ghana for say yen tubia. And yen now starting sounding nice in your ears. Like I'm saying, about 24-hour economy will be less one penny. We say yeah. But yen interrogate yen pay details no. About mama position on lands gadang before lands now. Yeah, interrogate how he would do it.
Okay.
Was at the end of the day, you know, your job.
Okay.
Say Ghana.
All right. But that's it. Lawyer Apia Dankwana, lawyer. My main general was so more Supreme Court judges, constitutional. Ebeboa.
So, Aristotle Kasimi, I said law is reason free from passion. Law
is reason free from passion. That's deep, eh?
Yeah. Inti sometimes no, the guy pay the letter of the law, the letter of the law. Because for your constitution, the constitution in fact sealing be amba as the normal Supreme Court judges are obitimi have. However, Yen say, oh yes, the kind of democracy, we hear the citizens no longer. Then it is also your duty, say, ubenya perception battle, no, you get it right. People should not perceive, say, no, yeah, in normal to ensure, say, justice will not be done. You understand? So, my view there, I think, say, quite simplistic to say, more judges need a constitutional or a unconstitutional. Per the letter, and I think said a bar in some simple background, that is not the issue. But common sense, what does common sense tell you? Who should be in perpetual a man for put doubt the integrity of all presidents. No, I'm for the integrity of judiciary.
Yeah.
Because so Butaya, the judiciary is supposed to play inside democracy. I have on 2 years. Once a month for a lose confidence in the judiciary. Young Castle said, "Jeba, practice, let's say, constitutional democracy, and one of the pillars here, separation of powers. To kind of constitution, executive power is placed in the president, legislative power is placed in parliament, not one parliamentarian, in parliament. Something about judicial power is placed in the hands of the judiciary, and yes, CJ. Well, so then what it means is because a institution who must not only dispense with justice, but must manifestly be seen to be dispensing with justice. No? Then where our criticism amount for doubting or more impartiality, then you've created a situation where they cannot fulfill even that bigger burden, to manifestly be seen to be dispensing with justice. If the old president, and now also because there's no ceiling, so they're all facilitating issues. Supreme Court in a country, about 34 million. You say in other jurisdictions. This is USA. Over 300 million people know. Almost just 9 Supreme Court justices are. Then you're undermining the entire justice delivery system.
Yeah.
Especially when at the end the most to me yes some basic fundamental procedural mistakes. Because, like I'm saying, see, the essence of your constitution is to limit powers. Then not just executive, or more limiting the powers, or more limited judicial and social powers. They say about all appointed Supreme Court justices are. You say one, all presidents, you must appoint on the advice of the Judicial Council. You can say appoint on the advice of the Chief Justice. You say appoint on the advice of the Judicial Council. So immediately, already amount for a losing confidence in judiciary based on the fact that all presidents what pack your mouth on. Now say at the end no fundamental procedural rules are being breached there. And then you are creating. So for me, dear, I think say about the sheer number of the judiciary, and you want the black and white of your constitution, limited. But you must limit it on reason. And the reason is say, you take a decision be that undermines the entire constitution, undermines the entire constitution. Yeah. In a sense, it undermines the purpose of the constitution. So. Then you, the president, or more appointment, you must think twice. So for me, yes, there's no limitation as to the number of Supreme Court justices a year. Maybe it counts. One of the reforms, constitutional reforms, are here. You have ceiling and
to so
one of the reforms are here. Not two. Sa letter na CJ Troy say no. I'm already doing quick. So I'm already doing that. Because Constitution is clear, 1442 is so clear. How? Or say the president acting on the advice of the Judicial Council in consultation with Council of State. Not decision be make it. You see, the piano, young guided by sad directive principles of state policy, based on their history. And now the famous of the 1992 Constitution say, yen dedicated one chapter of the Constitution. Now you advise say or more taking decisions, including citizens of Ghana, as to the policy considerations they must have when they are taking decisions. So once your loyalty always to your mind Ghana. There's some of these unnecessary mistakes, other things whose impact is to cause Ghana for to lose confidence in the ability of that system. We say to deliver on its promises.
Okay.
So media for me, I come in like I'm saying, 15 year okay, but younger reforms, serious reforms, especially on a cap on the judiciary.
Yeah.
No more taking decisions take decisions, consideration no, should not just be their parties, but most importantly, it should be the well-being of the country.
Okay, but that's it. But that's a lawyer. Adom 106.3 FM, 11 minutes after 10. Alaji.
Minia, Ubisa me the same question.
Yes.
Straightforward. To me, lawyer. Maybe say, lawyer until now. But, sebi, any lawyer for a cultural constitution.
Yeah.
So, a constitution, a lawyer for Ankasanko. Or boycott the constitution totally. MPP for boycott. Ghana Bar Association boycott. Almost Timmy, President Jerry Rawlings, and Timmy Kase, chop bar operators, hairdressers, butchers, and woman co school quechi, and Maramet and woman children they boycotted it. And Tia don't ketianum, Janase don't ketia, and one of the cotanase, and our mutual constitution. Even though there were no lawyers, no, one more Jinimuno, or more the shame, say, yenye way. Let us all agree, say, whether we like it or not, say, Sia Menuka says CJ. The Afro barometer a year the bas is look, confidence in the judicial system no, it is at the lowest, the bottom. One more interview nipa 100 say unya case law obe corner more than 90 say and yeah ombe take the law into their own hands ombe bodria rather than some court. This is something serious. A bedroom Mpensenpensenmu and na yenye court no and ka kofa baby enye yie no. Your friend say court to bad time. When the when maso no. And ne amam forcing near so me be court to the enkombe kwa kobodua. Identira because obia ni gidie na wo court no e kofom. As a president, I want so say we lawyer. Me feel say there was say how ni say adia ekosui mi ba be free abam adia na me be Ghana for enya mi hwe bibia sebie betimi amasa gidie no a akofom no na nka etimi asori ana agina ho na so anya sa chief justice in oya ni de totally illegal, it's unconstitutional enti me bra eya adwene say one withdraw it should be of no consequences at all because that is not what the constitution says. Se wo pani sa ene nka mo lawyer for no kamo ko obi na mo ko kan say oh ye weni ye say mo anko ene o makọ kyerɛ o constitution with their own understanding and ye the constitution yi atena se mfie aduasa mienu ni nyame nchaade ku bia mai obi ampeku ena etimia edi afri baby ani ewo aba mpuntu kwanso ena masan ba ena mo de ekoyechi enti to me no ano na totally wrong masa obodi uko UK uko India uko Nigeria uko America and they are 300 almost 340 million adenti no more 9 more 55 states CJ state ba kubia in America New York as in Ghana in terms of everything apart from population because Ghana 33 million New York about 22 25 no bibia wo mu GDP wo mu bibia ye chem 10 Ghana nyabako but all the US with 55 states no wo mu only 9 Supreme Court judges other than ko mun kasa ne state bia enyi one Supreme Court judge na nke enya 55 that be se nipa no mpodo so too much masa the problem ba decision arriving at decision and to me no totally wrong. Then number 2 Nana go for Dubai no. Na how many near wo? And one muscle from how many I would do 15. Now 15 ye with this 33 or 34 million people. And ne ahuchira ba. And ne quote somewhere nyama. And ne Attorney General. Etimi ko advice will be say koko din tro chire hospital say wo yare. Na ji excuse duty. Na for be chire court. And Nsem nyina aka krab ni ababa to NDC court, MPP court, movement or so by movement court. Is that what we are looking for? Definitely no. And did you any abeye? Na ni yami nwanwa anam fisa nkalo ababo so abia wa amoso ne say. Why is it that the Chief Justice is saying say you do 20 day ayan kapo? adentina wo de wo aba be fa na 11 na wo de abom sa kodru 15 ebi ko na ebi wu na ebi ba na wo replace and na wo replace am na kodru baako edunum na wo chief justice churo letter akwa Akufo-Addo. That is not what the constitution says. And now you see chief justice attorney general and a churo letter come chief justice I recommend it. Na chief justice this letter ni come ono so dey ni akwa Akufo-Addo say yenye. Is that how the constitution says? And that's how we are there. After the obo who say we dey free 11 and go through 20. You drew 20 they say you drew 20. Yen kapo. Yen fa law bi mre chese obi antimi mfa bi nka ho biom. Masa, do you think it's a law no you bottom na sha na say your property na ne open na odi ye. CJ yen ka no kure. Say yan hwe ye na the only idea aka ye nyina wo so no. Obi anu a wo bompa say Kenya mre o. And then Nigeria for so what is so ama bo abane koko. CJ what you now unti
Mate
14th of April and 17th of April July womani abredin den so mo so betua afakrom na ohwe Nigeria mabunu na nkrofom wo ho na omnyina aka so mo tu and now kwa na start every country bia wo sub-Saharan Africa womani abrea ehini eko enti Ghana yentimi mfanye suade once niam bibrebe gu so na ne yam yakura say chief justice justification say cases dawson no cases no yenya more judges are how many times that is the Supreme Court omo tenase in Ghana there were 16 regions but your lawyer how many Supreme Courts in your in Ghana there be no more Supreme Court wo Kumasi omo bi oboliga one nipa baako 15 how many times that is omo tena now chief justice Adinachiwa we say I'm sorry. Afi no baba justify say, oh, senior beya, ye betimi ayan in 10 cases doso. Oh my God. Cases doso. To the point they say was inka LGBTQ ayiba and then judges no doso and can be cranky away. How can a chief justice do this? Aden. There are a lot of good judges in Ghana. People, judges who are just, who want to make sure say, look, they go by the law and whatever decision on babiano a law no mujina so you were being so we been so ye obinso nya papa man kan kura no nyina anim akwayo de ba ye because mponchin because nkokọ ne ade ya yi bibredi ambo yen enti ne America nyina ni say masa se aboa na da mayem fat praye ankase ye nyane nyanse de kwa akọwọ no ba force so on sorry o sorry a ebia no de ani brie abekawo ne ekwaso no eye unconstitutional fa so bia ni so na metransi abo me bo judicial council abaso me bo mo abaso se for wo mo so atimi atrasa kase da bi mpempenso ayadu ye nyina wo mo se ye importance e kofom amanfo hu se we are supporting this government or that government na ye den aka 5 months e koto aba na wo pese o sa paki from 9 to 11 akodru 15 what do you call 20 now see do 20 dia yan kapo janwo na za banzu ba no so dey call 40 a justification be no be ka say mo mfanko
okay
ente pa no twaro ni nyina ne se macho baby adu no to me so go kura 15 nka donso se nyame ma ne masa obi wu a me yemfa bi nhyem bio ne ya ne mraba nansonte but obi ba ka cho say constitution ni kire say a minimum of 15 until no nya say dey ka me so go me feel say constitutional review na yakwakoye no we should never bypass more than 9 Supreme Court judges 9 okay a perfect number next can I can
9
I stand with you on all forces I think 15
okay
now you see court to be brain court to know the high court they do a lot of work. It is only when the high court fails and sign an air court to the appeals.
All right.
Constitutional interpretation and the idea Supreme Court also and also they how many times never. And the master, let's call a spade a spade. Nien just political appointments. Manyani ye be ba minyabi over chuchume chira mami. Intimu amwaye.
But that's it.
Ghana ba.
Alaji yan fancy attack bail.
Allahu Akbar.